y para trabajar nuestro nuevo rol en el mundo. Brexit significa Brexit.
I am Superman. Shut up. It's Griff's Lonely Doll Lectures, Series 2, Episode 3, and we're off. Boom. Yeah, you know, for editing purposes, I have to leave a little delay there, and you know, I drag it out. I only have to delay for like 1 second because Katie Lang's skills, but I always find myself delaying for a lot longer. Why? I don't know. Probably because in my head I'm going. You know, just trying to edit as we go along. Very clever stuff. Right, so are we? Series 2, innit? Episode 3. And yeah, nice to see, you know, getting over the 100 listens. I don't know how many people actually listen, you know, or that's 100 people have clicked on, so what the fuck's this? 85 of them may have just gone back to watching dogs fighting or whatever else they're watching, but you know, whenever there's over 100 listens, I always think, yeah, fuck it, I'll do me. I don't know why the numbers are important. I suppose if it was like 14, I'd think, fuck, this is a bit weird, you know, and if it was like 200,000, I'd think, fuck, you know, right, I should be able to make a living out of this. But, you know, 100, 200, 300, it's like, tidy. Yeah, you know, 'cause if I wouldn't listen to this personally, you know, but we all got different sort of tastes in it. You know, it's not my sort of thing, this lecturing fucking crap. Because what you do tend to find these days in the lecturing game, it used to be different, but these days it's just full of people in pointless minimum wage jobs. We've managed to borrow a fucking Zoom of the one-legged mate. And, you know, sort of other people whose lives are so retarded, they got a bit of time to put into this and the facilities. We'll sit there, you know, cane a few dark fruits, etc. Put a few, have a little chat, and you know, the game's full of those type of lectures these days, and so, as I say, it's not my scene. I was more into the sort of 90s, you know, podcasts or lectures, whatever you want to call them. But no, it's been pretty shit since, so I don't bother listening. But the people who do, thanks, you know, as I say, it'd be pointless. Fucking hell, what's been going on? Realistically speaking, I can probably discuss I don't know, 50% of what goes on in my life. You know, in the lecturing scenario. If I could just 100%, you know, tell the truth about everything that's gone on since I lectured last, it'd be a lot better than the self-censored version I have to do. Makes it tricky. Makes it tricky what you can talk about. Strange incident in the Zone a couple of weeks back, where we were all bit by bit. Did I talk about this in the last lecture? I think I did now, but we were bit by bit, you know, 40, 50 at a time, taken into the sort of meeting room and shown this dubious sort of 5 to 6 minute cheaply made film about what to do if you're under attack by an armed aggressor. Or aggressors, which, you know, they never used the word terrorists. Do you know what I mean? Or and it was kept, you know, saying that this was related. It's nothing to do with work. This was, about outside work, but we're in work, and he's saying basically about, running away from fucking people trying to cut your head off, hiding from them, and what to do when the old bill arrive. I.e., don't approach the old bill too fast, they'll probably shoot you anyway. So just walk up to them with your hands up slowly going, this is fuck all to do with me, mush, just glad to be out here. But yeah, they give us this little sort of, shows this very cheaply made film, which was very strange, It's like, at the end, so there's any questions, and there's about 50 of us there. I put my hand up, because I just thought, let's just drag this out as long as we can. Longer we're in here talking about this nonsense, less time we're just doing whatever else we do for the rest of the time. So like, classic sort of call centre scenario, I was famous for it. If they, giving us some sort of training, or we had to go and watch some fucking video, or they had some fucking ridiculous scheme that were going to increase sales, or just some of the bullshit, to justify a lot of job titles. Oh, you got to go up to training with fucking so and so and the whatever fucking suite, and the Haley Tea Lady suite. And he'd go up there and have this ridiculous bullshit bit of training, which was just, as I say, it's just justifying people's job titles. But things like that I used to love, because it was like, yeah, off the fucking phone, fuck, let's go and see what these twats are going to say now. And then there'd be like, any questions, and I'd be like, yeah, about 2 hours worth I got, do you know what I mean? And, try and encourage people to join in, and the whole exercise would be an exercise in dragging out this training thing for as long as you can, but they're also, they've been told, we need these fucking monkeys back on the phone, earning us money, so don't keep them up there too long, but make it look like it is a serious training exercise. So they couldn't exactly not try and respond to these questions, but they knew I was taking a piss. By about the 18th time I'd questioned something, but if I could get, which I often could, get a few people for the same reason, get a few other people involved in dragging this absolute bullshit out, it was quite amusing. So yeah, so in this Zonian armed aggressor advice session, I said, yeah, right, obviously it's just advice, on what we should do. If this happens outside work, what should we do if this happens inside work? And the guy was like, oh, this has nothing to do with inside work, it's about outside work. Any more questions? No? All right then, thanks, and bang, they shipped us out. And because I think I discussed this in lecture 2 or lecture 3 in the first couple, anyway, series 1, when I first started in the zone. What I said then, flipping out, I'm not saying, there should be some sort of terrorist attack in the zone, but it'd be a good film anyway. And, I was going to say I'm not the world's most paranoid man then, but as soon as I thought about saying that, I thought, well, I don't know. You sure you can justify not saying that? But I'm up there. No, I'm probably not the worst, am I? No, there's people more paranoid than me, surely. Sure, they're more like that. No. Anyway, I suppose I got too much of an imagination when I'm bored, just doing the same tedious task for 10 hours. But since this armed aggressor sort of stickman video they kindly showed us, I have just been planning my fucking escape routes out of that building in the case of, armed aggressor incidents. Different, because it is the most amazing place for a game of sort of hide and seek, rather than armed aggressors. But, the layout is as such that if you had a gunshot going off hundreds of meters away, it'd be like, here we fucking go, son. And, because not everything's strictly on floor level there, you got your ups and downs and all that, do you know what I mean? Knowing how to get from up to down and then out, not through the general channels, is a skill that Nothing is worth knowing, because that would make me the world's most paranoid man. But as I say, this crossed my mind before it crossed the minds of the people who produced this Stickman vid. In series 1 of the lectures, you know, because, hang on a sec. Sorry, just taking a delivery of dark fruit, so thanks, mate. Yeah, I'd like to, no, I wouldn't like to particularly, but, you know, there's people who are employed to try and anticipate naughty people, do you know what I mean? And I like that job of anticipating naughty people and what they're going to do, with a view to stop them being naughty. Because you need a good imagination, don't you? You know, as do these naughty people. But it'd be good though, because, as I say, it was weird when they called us in to watch this thing, because there was like no apparent reason for it, do you know what I mean? And I don't know, as I say, I'm careful what I say, because obviously you've got millions of listeners. Let's go back to a little bit of this on, I think, what used to be called the stylophone. My sister had one of these for Christmas. Must have been in about 79, and it was being widely promoted by Rolf Harris. It was a new musical instrument called the stylophone, but it's one of my favourite ever tunes. But apparently the only decent place decent thing I can find on YouTube of this tune is on a stylophone. But don't worry, it's not actually Rolf playing it. I know you don't love that guy, 'cause I can see right through you. I am Superman. Yeah, it was my birthday last week. No, not last week, the other day. Where are we today? Tuesday. My birthday Saturday. I suppose it was last week. Depends on your week starts. Mine starts tomorrow in the zone. My working week, actually. My actual human week just ended. Spent the last 3 days with my youngest daughter, who I've now nicknamed Gattuso. She's 5 now, and she's very, very much man-to-man marks me at the moment, do you know what I mean? As I said on Facebook, if I just get up, if I'm in the room and then I just get up to go somewhere and do something, she's like, where are you going? And I'll tell her, and she'll be where I'm going before I am. And it's like, oh yeah, right. Where you going? What are you doing? Where you going? It's but yeah, but she's gone after a 72-hour man-to-man marking job she's done on me. She's gone back to her mum's a couple of hours ago, and you know, I miss that marking now. You need to be marked like that. But it's as this moments of being mentally taxing, I tell you, kids, man, they're crazy. Obviously, they're only little versions of humans or whatever. But, you know, the elements of being a kid that I remember was like, yeah, this is what it's all about. Fuck all this shit, you know what I mean? Go to school. Juniors, like the end of juniors, like third J3, J4, whatever. They call it different shit these days. Still can't get my head around it. Do you know what I mean? I got like kids that have finished comp now, and I still can't work out the comp. Oh yeah, he's year 96. It's like fucking J1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're in comp, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if you know you want to stay as 6. Fucking stop all this. Oh yeah, he's in year 9. He's in what the fuck? Where are we starting from? But I remember J3s, J4s being about 9, 10. Those are the fucking days, man. You know, on paper, my life was carnage, bro. Like, I remember it's like junior school being a good laugh, and then going to the park and playing football all night with the boys. And that was it. Do you know what I mean? You go to school be alright. Play football for the school, so that was alright, you know. Fucking loved all that. And I play football in the park, fucking every night. You get to about age 10, 11, and you join a football team. In my case, Fairwood Rangers famously actually defeated North St. Wen in playoff of the leagues, I think, under 11s, I think. North St. Wen, local sort of celebrity team they were. About 5 or 6 players who ended up being professionals. Chris Coleman, Des Trick, the Panic brothers, Raymond and Tony Panic. I think Tony Panic played in goal for Yeovil, like. A couple of teams he played for. Who else? Doyley, then she. But you know, they were like the dream team of North St. Wen. North St. Wen. They ended up being North End, but North St. Wen. As I say, half their team went on to play football, you know, for coin. We were Fairwood Rangers. You know, supposedly from the posh end of town. I was in, you know, before I made my transition to Portmead life. Before I went over to the other side of the tracks, you know, later in life. Later in my childhood. Spent, you know, parts of my childhood either sides of the tracks, man. Just made me so confused about who I am. But, you know, that's not so important. But yeah, Fairwood Rangers, load of fucking posh boys, a bit like Griff at centre back, and a sort of Beckenbauer type fucking role. And yeah, we had a league playoff with them. Drew on points in the league. Couldn't split us on goal difference. It was a playoff. I remember it being an immense occasion as a sort of 10 or 11-year-old, whoever I was. I remember we'd had like, before it wasn't even a training session. It was like, I think this game was played, it was like midweek, you know, it was an evening game. It was like a Wednesday night or whatever. Maybe on a Monday actually rings a bell, but anyway, it was on a Saturday. And our manager, we had a couple, but it was like the late Di Lawrence. He used to play for the Swans, actually, and his dad, Sid Lawrence. But he was like one of our managers, and Peter Jones, his dad, Len Jones, and Chandler's dad. There was a few of them, you know, running the team. But I remember they called us this, it wasn't training, we just had a meeting in the changing room, right, of Fairwood, you know, the night before this playoff game. But our manager's just, you know, just fucking mentally getting us ready for it. It was amazing, man. You know, and what they talked about at one point was, you know, if we go a goal behind, I mean, if we go a goal behind, just don't, you know, for like, when you're 11 or whatever, to see a game being taken so seriously by adults and you're involved in it and everything, it was, I don't know, it just felt probably like, I was going to say being a footballer feels like, but for most of them, no, nothing like it. But it was amazing, and in this game, and I don't want to fucking big myself out about this story, you know. That's not the whole reason I brought it into the equation in the first place. But it was 0-0, we went into extra time, we had a free kick, second period of extra time. I took it from 25 yards, spanked it in, it went in, and there was a little story in the paper about it. Griff is the hero. We beat them and won the league, you know. All right, that's what happened, yeah. I'm not here to sort of, you know, tell the story just because of that aspect. What I'm saying is, you know, being a kid's good. And, yeah, and I had Gattuso's just gone home, so, I don't know, trying to remember what it's like being a kid when you deal with your own kids. That's the trick, I think, you know. Not to deal with your own kids while having that knowledge of, you know, yourself as an adult and all the fucking other shit that's going on. Do you know what I mean? Whilst you're dealing with your kids, it's like, if you can forget the rest of your life when you deal with your kid, just deal with your kid as, you know, they're just a kid and remember that's like, I think that's what I'm aiming for anyway. That's my parent that tip for the week. Deal with all the other bullshit when you're not actually fucking with your kids or engage your kid. It's not easy, you know. It's not a tip I find easy to follow. Do you know what I mean? But I think it makes sense. But yeah, we won the league 2 years on a trot. We won the league under 10s and 11s. But yeah, that playoff. I remember we lost and also won in the cup final one year. Maybe the year that we beat them in the league, but it's one of my biggest childhood memories actually of losing, walking off, absolutely distraught. Do you know what I mean? Losing in a cup final for me as a 10-year-old. That's why I mean when I see Gattuso now going mental because she's lost the ladybird and things like that, and really fucking. Do you know what I mean? There's no half measures with Gattuso. If something's bad, it's fucking bad. Like, you know, I had Ladybird in my hand, I've lost it, I can't find it. It's a fucking disaster, and I hate the world. Do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what I was like as a 10-year-old when we lost in a cup final that All Saint won. In extra time, that was as well. I remember Peter Jones slotting home a penalty for us. I think we went 1-0 up, and they equalised towards the end, and they beat us in extra time. I think. Do you know what I mean? May not be exactly true, but definitely went the extra time, and Jones definitely scored with us in front, so it is true, but fuck, maybe I built up the drama over the years in my head. But I remember walking off in tears, obviously fucking devastated. And Chris Coleman coming over and gave me a tip top, putting his arm on me and giving me a tip top, and I remember thinking, that's a nice fucking touch. Sometimes after a game, I'd get tip tops or whatever off your manager or local nonces, whatever it was. Orange, you know, the orange, the half-time oranges. Used to be a sort of myth, but we did used to have half-time oranges. It sounds like something out of the fucking 1930s, isn't it? Be half-time, we'd go over and there'd be like one of the mums would have cut that fucking half a dozen oranges into slices. Get one of these down your neck, you know what I mean? But yeah, playing football as a kid, 10, 11, 12, fucking glory days that was, man. For me personally, you know. And by about 13, 14, your fucking head's starting to go down. I think by about age 15, I think I was fucking kicked out of somebody reminded me about it. I was kicked out of the fucking club, you know what I mean? Kicking off and training with the manager and all that. They didn't need that. They didn't need that level of abuse. I remember being sent off as a 12-year-old. It was like unheard of in our league. I remember it clearly. We were playing Morriston, and I chased this bloke from about the halfway line. From in their half, but I chased him fucking all the way back. But I was chasing him. He was in the penalty area, and I tackled him, perfect tackle. He fell over. The ref was about 2 miles away. He gave a penalty, right? I absolutely freaked out. And anybody who was around will back this story up, because it's fucking. It's like I've seen something similar with Cantona, but mine was better. But when the ref come over to book me and he gave a penalty as well. And actually no, I think he just gave the penalty. He wasn't going to book me. But basically, I got the ball, I picked the ball up, and I went to boot the ball at him, and it just flew past his head, missed him, and he just ran over and sent me off. And I had to practically be dragged off the pitch. And I remember Nigel Williams' mother, who used to watch all the games, she was like practically holding me back from running on the pitch. I was 12, and people never used to get booked. And you know, I remember getting booked against Danny Craig. But you know, people getting sent off in that age in that league, it was fucking unheard of. But I remember getting sent off. My head had fucking gone, do you know what I mean? But it was a clean tackle. You know, it was a perfect tackle. I thought then, look, goal line, you know, not so much goal line, but camera technology, it's got to be brought in. To me, that was the turning point, you know, in football. When I got sent off and suspended, I had to go to the fucking YMCA to face the board. The club was fined, I was fined, but I don't know, £1.40 or something, you know, which was a lot of money in 1979. But I thought then, we gotta bring camera technology and to help the refs out, you know, because in this particular instance, right, and I remember it like it was yesterday, and it wasn't. It was like 1980 or something, which is 36 years ago, and I'd risk my kids' lives on the fact that that was a clean tackle, right? It was a good tackle. It was well timed. I remember I was tamping. I think we were probably losing, so I remember I was tamping anyway. So I was chasing this guy, you know, like a maniac. And but it was a fucking great tackle. And when the ref gave a penalty, and I lost it. But Candon had this. I've seen him do a similar thing when he picks a ball up and throws it at the ref. But I just punted it. I punted it, and I obviously attempted to hit the ref in the face, and it didn't miss by a hell of a lot. But it was close enough for a red card. I don't know. Was I wrong? You know, should I have gone? Now do you? I know you don't love that guy, 'cause I can see right through you. I am Rolf Harris, and I'm selling stylophones. Yeah, my sister Sharon had one. Can't remember her knocking out Superman though. Don't know, interesting little instrument though. You know, well, as you good. Do you know what I mean? You could probably find a stylophone version of your favourite tune on YouTube. What they call it? Stylophone. 8-bit. They called it an 8-bit. Let me see if I can find anything else on 8-bit. Think of a song. Go on, any song. Alright, Beastie Boys. Can it be spelled Beastie? Beastie Boys. 8-bit. Yes, this a stylophone they fucking called it. It was like you had this little pen thing and a little metal thing. Sabotage 8-bit remix cover. Right, well this may not be anything like Rolf Harris, but let's have a look. This could be Welsh Shabba. Yeah, it's loading. I'm getting the internet. It's coming soon apparently. My cousin John Davis has signed up with Virgin. He lives here as well, see. So that's technically alright. It's just overridden the outstanding bounce I got. Oh, here we go. Stand it, I know you planned it. Oh, this is someone else, isn't it? Matt, phone the jail, let Rolf Harris out now. I don't give a fuck what he's done. He punted this instrument out. Listen to this. Sabotage. Let Rolf out, it's a sabotage. Let Rolf out, it's a sabotage. Let Rolf out, it's a sabotage. That is nuts, man. The 8-bit. The stylophone, man. Everything they call it 8-bit, that is great. Think of another song. Oh my god, I could get into this. 8-bit. 8-bit culture. My god. There is an 8-bit version of Sabotage. So obviously there's going to be everything there. Right, fuck, what are we gonna look for? Hang on, you'll have to bear with me. Sorry, I don't want to neglect the lecturees, Grifflins, Perlians, the Dollarites, whatever you want to call yourselves. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing this, and I'm trying to do that. But yeah, that was good, wasn't it? That was really good. I enjoyed that. Oh my god, that was great. I thought it was only that Superman one. So the other day, I remember recently I wanted to listen to that tune, and you just can't. Well, I don't know about you. You probably can. I can't find just the normal fucking version of it by R.E.M. which I love. There's like a few live versions of blah blah blah, and there was a picture of the album cover. It was off. I thought, oh, that'll be the one then. And it was the 8-bit version, and I thought, well, first of all, I thought, for fuck's sake. And then I thought, oh, that's the fucking stylophone. Sharon had one of them for Christmas. Rolf Harris used to promote them in '79. And but then I thought, oh no, but that's not the version I want to listen to. But I listened to it for a bit and thought, that's not the version I want to listen to. But I listened to it. But yeah, it's got everything. Right, I just discuss so much here now. But, you know, there's so many songs now. What the fuck do you look for next? Right. Yeah, I know. This is gonna be not sad. This is gonna be deep. 8-bit. If this comes off, we're gonna close the show with this, right? Thanks for listening. This has been Griff's Lonely Doll Lecture. We're back, series 2, yeah. Share it about for us. It's never shared. You know, if you share it, other people get the opportunity to listen. I'm not saying it's any good, but at least then they can decide it's crap. If everybody in the world listens to this and thinks it's shit, that's fair enough. But when people don't get the chance to this, you know, to see for themselves, this isn't worth listening to. So yeah, share it about. Appreciate that. Is this 8-bit now, or is this the fucking normal version? I'm not. Yeah, 8-bit. Here we go. Griff's Lonely Doll Lectures. We'll probably throw in at some point of this, because it'll get boring after about 30 seconds. Shut up! Oh, he fucked that bit, didn't he? I want to listen to that bit again. He fucked that bit. Let's have a listen for that. Let's know for that a little bit. He fucking lost it then, didn't he? What was that all about? And that was the bit where Jimmy Savile fingered him. Alright, fuck this. Thanks for listening. Shut up!